Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of NCW Season 4. I am your host, your general manager, your commentator for the evening, Neo Extreme, and we are coming to you live from Davenport, Ottawa, with a stack card for you here tonight. Special event, 20 tag matches, and we got 16 from the tournament. No, 15 from the tournament. 4 title matches. And a number 1 contenders match for the women's tag team titles. Also, I have a new headphones, or new headset, so if I sound different, that'll be the reason why. Anyway, kicking off tonight's show, we got a Miss Money for Chaos qualifying match, as we will see former number 1 contenders for the Women's Championship, Dawn Knight, taking on 2-time Women's Tag Team Champion Anna Riley. We saw Tony Moon defeat Anna Riley's tag team partner last episode to qualify. Will it be the same thing with Dawn Knight to Anna Riley, or will the Rebel be able to defy the odds and beat Dawn Knight tonight in our opening contest? And here we go, here comes Dawn Knight, challenge for the women's title at, sorry, had something in my throat there. As I was saying, here comes the number 1 contender, former number 1 contender, challenging Kendall Rose for the women's title at Reset. Couldn't get the job done, however, with that money for the women's title. But all she's got to do is win this match to qualify, climb that ladder, retrieve the briefcase, and her destiny is in the palm of her hands if she can become Miss Money for Chaos. But here comes Anna Riley, a former 2-time Women's Tag Team Champion. And if she's able to win tonight, the Money for Chaos briefcase ladder match would be, no doubt about it, her biggest opportunity to date. Has never challenged for the NCW Women's Championship, so this would be a huge opportunity for her. But that's if she can get through Dawn Knight tonight. And here we go. Dawn Knight, quick kick to the body, looking to use that size advantage and that power advantage. Brain buster on the kneecap. Followed up kicks to the outside of her legs, followed up bicycle knee to the face, turns her around, looking for a back suplex. Anna Riley able to land on her feet. Here we go, wheelbarrow into the stunner. And a big forearm to the face, but Dawn Knight just took it and returned the favor, staggering the former 2-time Women's Champion, and then hitting her with a rebound snap power slam. And here we go, gets it back up. Here come these knee strikes to the body. Dawn Knight not messing around tonight. She wants another opportunity at Kendall Rose and that Women's Championship. And she's going to run through the Rebel to get that opportunity. As she picks it back up, kick to the body, hooking that arm. Oh, and drills the side of the head across that knee. This has just been all Dawn Knight. Ooh, and I don't think it's going to stop. Bending the back around the knee, around the shin. The Dawn Knight, ooh, gets hit with that big clothesline there. Anna Riley looking to retaliate. Looking to build up some momentum. First a kick to the lower back, and then has it back up, looking for the Hurricanrana. That was a dangerous move by Anna Riley, but it paid off at any time. Dawn Knight could have turned that one around. As we go, Irish whip into the corner. Anna Riley now, what's she got in mind? Big chop to the chest. kick to the body, cuts her down, a stomp to the body, and now just finally able to get an upper hand over Dawn Knight, but how long can it last as she nails a forearm? Dawn Knight took it on the chin, but Anna Riley, no time to gloat. Quick Irish whip into the corner, followed up chops and punches. And down goes Dawn Knight. Anna Riley, the Rebel, will not be stopped tonight. She needs to step over this rookie to earn her first opportunity to become a women's champion. As she looks to pick Dawn Knight back up. Here we go. Spinning kick caught. Dawn Knight stopped in her tracks as Anna Riley now looking Irish whip. Off the ropes, coming in with a rebound, hit the drop kick. Dawn Knight standing her ground and just throwing those punches after that Luthez press. Here we go, one for the punch, got stopped there, kick to the body. Anna Riley now looking for that Hurricanrana again. Once again connects. Bringing Dawn Knight down as Anna Riley scales to the top rope. High risk, high reward. Coming in with a splash. And now picks Dawn Knight up to a seated position. Picks her up to a standing position. Another forearm. Dawn Knight taking it on the chin. Anna Riley not backing down, but she got ran down with that lariat. Tried for one of her own. Back body drop there off the rebound, followed up with a spine buster from Dawn Knight. The plant, the Rebel. And now Dawn Knight has a back up kick to the body. Looking package. Pile driver. And Smart there, dragging her away from the ropes before hooking a leg. Will she be able to qualify for an opportunity to become Miss Money for Chaos? No. Anna Riley able to kick out at the 2 count after being dropped on her head. Uh-oh, hand to the throat. Looking to choke Anna Riley out. Look at Anna Riley, she's trying to fight it off. And that is it, referee calls for the bell. Anna Riley passing out in the middle of the ring. Dawn Knight qualifies. Started off as a one-sided beatdown by Dawn Knight. Anna Riley able to come back a little bit, but ultimately Dawn Knight just ran through her. And then to choke her out at the end of the match. Definitely a woman you don't want to mess with. But now we got 4 women who have qualified for that Miss Money for Chaos. We have Lauren Young, we have Tony Moon, we have Amber James, and now we have Dawn Knight. We'll find out who the next 2 will be next week. But onwards to our next matches. Who's listening in right now? And here we go. Our 4th match in the first round of that #1 contenders tournament for the Intercontinental Championship. A huge opportunity for Richard Knight tonight, but you got to think, out of the names that have held the IC title that have been in this tournament, Blake Adams, Joey Hartman, Eddie Knight. You gotta think Richard Knight has gotten potentially the most dangerous of the draws in the form of Dizzle B. But Richard Knight still looking for a championship to fit around his waist, has challenged for the World Tag Team titles, has challenged for the Live Championship. I believe his challenge for the United States title has been in the All-Stars tournament and the King of the Ring. No success out of anything he has done, but all that could change around. It is a new year. It is all new opportunities. Can Richard Knight make the most of this Intercontinental title opportunity? And will he be able to face Max Maximus at NCW Overload? What the hell is up with those eyes? He looks possessed. I'm pretty sure after coming short so many times, this man is possessed by the taste of gold. Dawn Knight choked out Anna Riley to qualify for the Miss Money for Chaos briefcase in like 5 minutes. But either way, here comes a 2-time Intercontinental Champion, a 2-time 6-man Tag Team Champion, a 6-time record-holding United States Champion, and a 2-time World Champion. Dizzle B looking to become a 3-time Intercontinental Champion, and it was this time last year that Dizzle B was going into Overload as the Intercontinental Champion, maybe just or to challenge for that Intercontinental title. It was Alex Wolf winning that New Star 8-man tournament to get that title opportunity. And now Alex Wolf, 1 year later, challenging for the World Heavyweight title. So you know these tournaments at the start of the year, they can do something great for your career. But Dizzle B still looking to fill the prophecy of gold. Gutter G's 2-time, or currently tag team champions. And we'll see Gutter later on in action tonight against Eric Lopez, one half of the team that they will be defending the tag team titles against. But will Dizzle B be moving into the second round as the only former Intercontinental Champion in this tournament? Eddie Knight's fallen, Joey Hartman has fallen, and Blake Adams have fallen. Will Dizzle B follow in their footsteps as a former champion to see who is the hungriest of those 4 stars? Austin Collins, Kurt Carter, Cody Hagan, and potentially could beat Richard Knight, as this is the first match back for Dizzle B. Richard Knight, oh, big knee to the face. Picks him back up, looking DDT, planting the 2-time world champion. As Diz, I think, was winding up for a super kick, Richard Knight was able to stop him, could not stop whatever he was planning. Oh, and a scoop slam plant. Richard Knight. Dizzle B has him back up, floats him over the knee, delivering these short, stiff knee strikes to the jawline of Richard Knight. Picks him quickly back to his feet, and a snap into Guri to take him down. As Richard Knight using the ropes to get himself back up, but Diz, one step ahead, has him in a very bad situation with a massive... Hopefully the stream hasn't crashed. But But either way, Dizzle be in control. Here we go. Brings him down with the Uranagi slam, now followed up with the Anaconda Vice, looking for a submission victory. Richard Knight breaking free. Oh, catches him, super kick to the body. Stops Diz before he collapsed with the snapmare, but Diz able to escape the kick. And now up on the shoulders, Richard Knight able to slide through the back door, hits a reverse DDT. And this is Richard Knight's best opportunity to do some serious damage. Here he goes, brings him down with a flatliner, hanging him up on the second rope. And now pulls him back up. Here he goes, looking Northern Lights suplex. There's Richard Knight looking for a standing standing moonsault, I should say. And now back up. Looking for the abdominal stretch here. Diz looking to grab himself some rope. Does so to break free. Or Richard Knight is still in control. Here he goes, hooks the head, looking for a Falcon Arrow. As Diz looking to use his rope to get back to his feet. Richard Knight catching him. And here we go, looking for the guillotine choke. And Aki's dragging, not wasting any time. Here we go, now picks him up. Sets him up for an inverted snap DDT into the pin attempt. That could be it. 1, 2, and Diz will be able to kick out. Not quite enough to put him down. Richard Knight, what else does he have up his sleeves to put down the 6-time US champion? Here he goes, running knee strike, busted him open. Cover, hooks the leg, 1, 2, no. Richard Knight didn't get a lot of speed, but he did get enough impact to bust him open. But not enough in the end to put Dizzle B away, but you got to think the longer this match goes, the more blood Dizzle B will lose. And the more chance Richard Knight will have to put away this legend. Dizzle B, bye-bye. Dizzle B back elbow, staggering Richard Knight, looking for the Irish whip into the corner. And here we go, turns him around. What's he got in mind here? Dizzle B setting him up for a shotgun drop kick into the corner. Now picks Richard Knight back up. Dizzle B catching him with a Dizzle. What do they call that? The Diz end? As he goes for the cover. 1, 2. And Richard Knight able to kick out. Sits back up. Dizzle B shocked. As Richard Knight now Irish whip into the corner. Uh-oh. Shot to the face there. Sets him up top rope. Looking to meet him on the top turnbuckle and looking for a superplex to the outside. Mamma mia. That was brutal. And now the fight back in the ring, but Dizzle B's the one standing tall after taking the suplex. Ran right into that drop kick. Richard Knight had that one well scouted. Now back up, Richard Knight, big close on there. Another one coming off the ropes, single leg drop kick. And now back to his feet. Here we go, Irish whip counter, Dizzle B coming in, back elbow, Insigiri, bringing him down. Diz has him back up, close on attempt, perhaps got blocked. And now Richard Knight looking for the snap reverse DDT. Middle of the ring, hooks the leg for the cover. Is he moving on to the second round? 2, 3. And a clean sweep by the I guess the men who have never held the championship. Their hunger much larger than the men who have already held the gold. But now it's down to Austin Collins, Kirk Carter, Cody Hagan and Richard Knight. The question is, out of those four, who is the hungriest to take on Max Maximus for the Intercontinental title? And Reggie Knight celebrating a big win here. Just 2 more matches and he'll be fighting Maximus for that Intercontinental title as we roll on to our 3rd match. Whew. So, this new microphone, yay or nay? And here we go, our 4th Money for Chaos qualifying match for the men. So far, DJ Young, Jaden Shadow, and Tom Doyle all are part of that ladder match. Who will be coming in at number 4, as we've got a former undisputed champion, a former hardcore champion, a 2-time tag team champion, and the Chaos Mania 3 Battle Royale winner, Evan Edwards, making his way to the ring. And you got to think that he would shine in that Money for Chaos briefcase match. But he has to go up against Dave Rogers, and we all know that is no easy task. Well, let's see what the Mexican Sensation has. And here comes a former 3-time World Heavyweight Champion, a former Hardcore Champion, the 2019 Wild Cup Tournament winner, Dave Rogers. And currently, him along with Spike Masters have been in a feud with the family over Rowan's United States Championship. But tonight, focusing on his own goals, focusing on becoming a 4-time world champion if he can get to that ladder match. But the question is, can this big man climb the ladder? You got a small athletic dude in the form of Jaden Shadow. You got a small athletic dude in the form of DJ Young. You got a big athletic man in the form of Tom Doyle. But Dave Rogers, he doesn't fit any of those 3 molds. Jaden, DJ Doyle all have speed. All Dave Rogers has is his fist. But I mean, you could technically win that match if you can knock everyone out. This guy's like a lethal weapon already. Imagine what he could do. Imagine what he could do with a ladder in his hand. But here we go. Evan Edwards versus Dave Rogers. And I'm pretty sure this is the first time ever And look at this power, massive power bomb, quick pin attempt, trying to steal one, but only a 1 count. That was shocking out of Evan Edwards, but that is the reason why he's called the Mexican Sensation. To hit a power bomb on a bigger opponent out of nowhere, just to out-strength a man like Dave Rogers, and not to mention out-quick him with that double stomp to the chest. Big stomp to the body there, looking to pick him up. Evan Edwards, kick to the body. DDT brings him down, middle of the ring, another pin attempt, but Dave Rogers kicking out at the 1. No control in this man. As Dave Rogers hits that back elbow, here we go, ducks under using that speed. Oh, and that strength for a single knee gutbuster. And now Dave Rogers taking control. This man dominated Season 3 on and off as a world champion from Meltdown 2019 all the way to Chaos Mania 3. That is over 8 to 10 months dominating the main event scene. Whether he was world champion, whether he was challenging for the world title, he was the main event of every pay-per-view except 2. Those 2, of course, being Starlight, our all-women's pay-per-view, and Accelerate, which was main evented by the tag team titles. And now Dave Rogers looking for a superplex off the top rope. And now looking to pick him back up. Evan Edwards in trouble, takes a fist to the face, but able to stop the strength there. Oh, and a big heel kick. Cutting the big, need to be impressive with an elbow drop. It's effective. Human suplex. A gory submission move, but Dave Rogers able to outpower him. But Irish Whip now into the corner. Evan Edwards goes for the kick, nobody home. Gets hit with a massive clothesline. The big man has him up, went for the kick, got caught. Evan Edwards turns it around, German suplex. Dave Rogers, I think, got hung up on the bottom rope there. Sent over the top rope. Evan Edwards looking ahead to the outside, looking for an apron. DDT, planting the big man head first on the hardest part of the ring. But Dave Rogers throwing him almost into the steel stairs, a couple of inches from Evan Edwards not hitting the steel, but did hit the ring apron pretty hard. And now looking for a weapon. Oof, got a sledgehammer. Oof. Trying to wear the big man down, but Dave Rogers taking back the weapon, using it against Evan Edwards as he looks to retreat to the ring. Evan Edwards on the hunt, hits the jab. Looking for a second one. And here we go, the trifecta. Shot to the face there. Evan Edwards not wasting any time, gets him back to his feet. And here he goes, looking for another fisherman suplex. Kick to the back, Dave Rogers being pulled back to his feet. And here we go, Snapman brings him down, kick to the back again. Oof, shot there, a second shot. Dave Rogers staying standing as Evan Edwards just having fun. But the 3-time world champion currently laid out in the middle of the ring, but back to his feet. And here we go, up on the shoulders now. Dave Rogers looking for the torture rack. Just trying to bend Evan Edwards in half like a pretzel, but Evan Edwards able to escape. Kick to the body, looking for another gory submission. Going submission for submission. Is one of these men going to tap out? No. Dave Rogers turning that into his favor. There goes Irish whip, countered by Evan Edwards. Into the corner goes Dave Rogers. Evan Edwards went for the kick, got caught. Rolling a big lariat, cutting him down. And now just shot to the side of the head, kick to the back. Evan Edwards in trouble. Dave Rogers looking to throw him around like a sack of potatoes. And now back to the feet, kick to the body. Dave Rogers now hooking that arm. Up and down with the Phoenix poles. Dave Rogers will continue to rise like a phoenix while putting you down in the ashes too. But Evan Edwards able to kick out. Dave Rogers wondering what he's got to do. Here we go. Oh, fingers down the throat, looking to choke him out. Cover, but head under the bottom rope. There you go in a seated position. Dave Rogers now moving in. Kick to the back, nobody home. Shot to the back. Evan Edwards. Oh, tequila shot. Dave Rogers is down, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Evan Edwards qualifies for Money for Chaos. Dave Rogers not to a hot start in Season 4 after dominating Season 3.
Hi, what I miss?
You've missed the first 3 matches.
First 3? My bad on that.
That's all good. Dawn Knight qualified for the Money for Chaos ladder match for the women's.
Yeah, choking someone out. I saw that.
Yeah. Richard Knight advanced to the second round of the Intercontinental Tournament.
Nice, nice.
And Evan Edwards just defeated Dave Rogers to qualify for the men's Money for Chaos ladder match.
Nice. Ow.
He looked a little fucked up after that match. He's got like one eye shut.
I'm turning it on now.
But anyway, being joined by the live champion Jester. First time
hi, people.
For a while.
Since last season, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't even know if you were on commentary for last season.
I was on commentary for 1 episode, and it was with you and DJ.
Yeah, fair enough. I thought that was for like DJ's show. I thought we were going to do mine, but DJ ran off or something.
He did, and then I stayed for your show.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I didn't know anybody or any title, so it was super fun.
as you do.
What's up, Lance? Oh, wow, that's not Lance. Oh, I'm tripping. Oh my god.
Tripping balls. People be tripping when Bert Spangle be wrestling.
Yeah, man. Okay, yeah. Yeah, my bad, bro. My bad.
Well, as the champion of Live, what do you think of this live tag title match that's going down at Wildcard?
I can't wait to see it.
Bert Spangle and Tiny Boy versus Jaden and Doyle.
I cannot wait to see it. I love Bert. He's awesome. I know you're Ryan.
Hello. Ryan Matthews.
You were either Ryan or Lance, and I deduced that you weren't Lance.
No. Lance is MJ something.
Yeah. I honestly, all I saw was a picture, and I was like, that kind of looks like Lance, and then it faded away, so immediately I was like, oh, Lance, and it wasn't Lance.
How disrespectful from the champion, you guys, in this heated rivalry of the live title, and it's like, yeah, you're Lance. 50-50 shot, you got it wrong.
That's all good. Everybody makes mistakes.
But here comes the 9th ranked Olympian, the milk chugger himself. 9th place, yeah. Bert Spangle.
He gets rolling, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. But do you know what he didn't ruin? His debut match, defeating Eddie Knight in his first match in NCW. Now he's going up against the world champion, the same, former world champion that Tiny Boy defeated on the same exact episode of NCW Live. So do you think this new combination of Burt Spangle and Tiny Boy are in the head of the champions going into this title fight?
I don't see how they wouldn't be. Like, imagine two new guys coming together and beating you. Like, that would be in my head.
Exactly, not to mention the fact that both Jaden Shadow and Tom Doyle are in that Money for Chaos qualifying match. Do you think their own goals of becoming world champion again are stronger than them holding on to those live tag team titles?
100%. I firmly believe that.
Exactly right. Now that Lance is no longer at the top of the mountain, you got to think Doyle, Jaden, they see a clear path to that world title no matter who wins between Alex Wolf and Tony Lee Williams at Overload.
Yeah, gotta cheer for my brother on that one.
Obviously, Alpha for life.
Well, at least until we crumble.
Well, there is the NCW Live Tag Team Champions, Tom Doyle, not bringing out his title, but Jaden Shadow is. And you know, anytime that man holds a title, he loves to show it off.
Loves to. Which I can respect.
Actually, if you're not showing off your title, you're not doing it right.
Exactly, so.
But a former NCW Live champion, a former two-time world champion, a former wildcard tag team champion, and the 2019 King of the Ring tournament winner, all those accolades, and he lost to a rookie in the form of Tiny Boy. You gotta think he is looking for revenge tonight on Burt Spangle.
He is. It has to be in his head.
You gotta think you can't go into your first tag team title defense knowing that you were beaten by both of your challengers in single action. That is a good looking belt, you gotta admit that one, but
honestly, I can't tell with the lighting right now.
Yeah, true.
I'd have to see like an up close picture.
Fair enough. It actually looks better than the up close picture in like the game form. I like how the wildcard tag titles were red, but the live tag titles are blue. I'm like, universal title match. but either way, Jaden and Shadow starting things off. Double leg takedown followed up with a stomp. And you've probably watched these two men's career longer than I have. You think they can bring something new to the table in tag action over singles action?
I'm honestly not sure when it comes to Jaden, not trying to disrespect him. He has a tendency to just look out for himself and not the team, so I'm not sure. I'm really not.
Well, Jaden and Doyle did defeat Lance Romance and Spike Masters to become live tag team champions. But you got to think that was Lance was more focused on retaining his world title the same night that he had to defend those live tag belts.
Exactly. I think they took advantage of an opportunity, which I'm not mad at. I get that, but I don't think Jaden is. I don't think Jaden plays well with others enough to.
Well,
stay a tag team champion.
Say that, but he's won tag titles with Tom Doyle and K-Dog in NCW. And both of those wins have come at the hands of Lance Romance.
Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, Wildcard, him and K-Dog defeated Alex Wolf and Lance Romance. Alex Wolf, of course, being the one who got pinned in that match, and the whole reign lasting a weekend. Until Lance and Alex wanted the titles back. Also, Jaden does have a terrible tendency of losing his title in his first title defenses.
That he does.
His live title, I believe, was only one title defense. His world title matches were both one title defense. And he's King of the Ring. The first second he defended it against Austin Collins, he lost that. At Chaos Mania 3, wildcard tag team titles as well. So maybe the live tag team titles could be in jeopardy against the challengers.
If we're going there, are we? I mean, we're speaking truth, Ryan.
We're speaking facts, and those are the facts so
Yeah.
far from Jaden Shadow and NCW. But you gotta think, once he breaks that initial title defense, he could be unstoppable as a champion.
I think all he has to do is get over the hump, and I think he will become a really good champion. But it's getting over that. I think losing his title in his first defense multiple times, I think that's bothering him.
You gotta think so. Not to mention, how do you go from 1 week being singles action to the next week going into tag action? Constantly swapping between tag and singles action.
It's very hard to do.
But also, let's talk about the challenges. They've never teamed together, yet they have this title opportunity due to the fact that one half, in the form of Tony Boy, was able to defeat Jaden to earn that opportunity. I mean, basically, Bert Spangle just busted him open there, breaking out of that submission.
Can't learn that in amateur wrestling.
No, it's all that milk he chugs. Fucking all that calcium turns his... But Jaden, people say Jaden is sneaky, that he capitalizes when he once he becomes champion. Uh-oh. Spangle style Germans. But Bert Spangle with a triple Germans goes for the cover. Is Jaden going to suffer another defeat at the hands of the rookie? Two. Oof. Wow, off the Germans. Didn't even need the Spangle slam.
God, I can't be so well with Jaden.
Well, Bert Spangle's streak moves up to 2-0. Over 2 former world champions. Can anyone stop Bert Spangle in his quest for gold?
God, I love Bert.
Look at his celebration.
I know. There he is.
It's Spangle's house now. How does Jaden clean himself up from this one, and how does Doyle trust him to defend those tag titles?
Honestly, what they need to do is they need to take Spangles and Tiny Boy's lack of experience tagging together and use that against them.
That's a fair point. I mean, look at Doyle. He's got a tag team in the form of Bullet Adams.
Exactly.
And Bullet's a singles wrestler, so... And not to mention, it was Doyle who pinned Lance to get that 2-1 advantage in that tag match. Someone screenshot that. I'll probably just have to record the fucking footage and then go back and get it.
Oh yeah, Burden.
I just had to save it. Alright, who do you reckon's got the advantage in this one? Ivor or Kendall?
If I'm not mistaken, Kendall's in Anarchy, isn't she?
Yep. And Ivor
And
is
Ivor's in
Reckless.
Reckless. Oh, fuck.
But
God.
Kendall's not only the women's champion, but also the women's tag team champion.
Oh, damn.
Well,
honestly, I'd probably have to go with Kendall here.
And Whitney Quinn's the women's North American champion. And the one half of the tag champs. Anarchy's got 3 belts between 2 members.
God damn.
But you gotta think, if Ivor can win here tonight, non-title over the women's champion, that could lead her to another opportunity for the women's title. But she's coming off a loss to Atomi for the women's hardcore title.
Yeah. That's going to be a tough spot.
Yeah. I mean, you're coming off back-to-back losses for the women's hardcore championship, but the very next episode, you're fighting the women's champion to promote your women's tag team title match coming up at Wildcard.
A lot of pressure.
Exactly. Especially knowing that that is the team that defeated them for the women's tag team titles. We could have had all the champions in one match.
Yeah.
Women's North American, women's tag, and hardcore. But currently, Otomi's got that title, defending it against the former champion Violet Edwards at NCW Overload. But still no challenges for the women's and women's North American championships.
I mean, I can lace up my boots, you know?
You'd have to also put on a wig.
I can do that. Anything for gold, man.
Well, it's pink gold.
Okay, whatever. I'll make it look good, promise.
I'm pretty sure Kendall would whip your ass and take your live title.
Oh, doubtful.
Doubtful.
I mean, just going off the track record of Alpha versus Reckless and Anarchy, doubtful. You know.
That's the men's division. It's
so.
not like Alpha has a women's division.
Oh, we got 2 members.
Oh, you do, huh?
Yeah.
I know you guys did have Tony Moon, but she went back to Reckless.
Yeah. I honestly, I don't know if she was ever, she was in Alpha, but she was just kind of there. And then she left. So.
Just like Austin.
Yeah, it was one of those, But yeah, we have Ivy and Angelita.
I mean, possible chance they could come challenge for the women's tag titles.
Who knows?
But here comes the women's tag North American and women's champions, Whitney Quinn and Kendall Rose. But how do you have so many targets on your back, and where do you put your focus?
That's the issue of being a multiple champion. You can't put your focus on just one person.
Or one title, one division, but...
Yeah.
Basically, Kendall said she wanted to become a tag team champion, so Anarchy was placed in a fatal 4-way #1 contenders match, and no one was able to stop the champions. Where'd you go?
I'm sorry.
So no one could
Yeah,
stop...
my mic died real quick.
Fair enough. So no one could stop the champions, so they went into NCW Reset, defended both their championships, and walked out with the women's tag team titles.
Which was very impressive.
I think Kendall got injured in that night. She got injured in the tag title match. And then went into a women's title match later on, injured, and still retained.
I can respect that.
If that's not gutting it out, I don't know what is.
Yeah, I can definitely respect that.
But every time Anarchy is in the ring, they say, step up your game to the rest of the women's division. How long will it take before someone does step up to them?
That's a good question, Neo. Let's see if I can.
Well, here we go. We've got ourselves the NCWDN 3 rematch. These two women fought for the vacant women's championship. Kendall won the title. So Iva looking for a bit of redemption tonight. After all, it's Kendall that takes everything away from Iva.
You think that's in Iva's head? I said, do you think that is in Iva's head?
Probably.
The fact that Kendall probably has her number?
You'd have to think so. I mean, no doubt about it, Iva, one of the most dangerous, one of the most athletic women on the roster, but Kendall somehow always gets her number by the end of the match, no matter how much Iva dominates. And oof, another hanging DDT there.
Sending a message.
Well, Iva's only a former 2-time women's tag team champion, looking to make it 3 times at the wildcard event. Kendall is a 2-time women's North American champion, a current women's tag champion, and a current women's champion. And I believe Iva's been in NCW longer than Kendall has, by about 2 or 3 months.
Damn.
But let's talk about the women outside the ring. Whitney Quinn winning the North American Championship on I believe it was a house show against the women's North American champion at that time, Casey Winters, also a former two-time tag team champion, or former and current.
Damn. I believe that was on a house show.
Yeah, it was a house show.
Yeah.
I think it was the same house show you made your debut on, or something.
I think so, actually.
It was either the same house show you made your debut on, or it's the one where Lance turned on Alpha. I'm not sure, but either way. And the fourth woman who will be in that tag title match, Kyrie. Cyanide, Black, Skies, whichever one it is.
Whichever one it is this week.
She has challenged for all 4 of the titles and has only won the women's tag title due to it being vacated by 2 other Reckless members, Alexa Morgan and Faith Riley. So do you think she might be lacking a bit of confidence knowing that title matches may not be her thing? Or do you think that motivates her knowing that she could earn the tag team titles this time?
Honestly, talking with Kyrie, I think it motivates her.
You gotta think it does, not to mention the fact that she could knock off both the women's North American champion in that tag match.
And that would be a huge confidence booster, and something that she desperately needs.
Exactly. Much like Iva, Kendall's always got her number. I think out of the 4 times they've fought, she's only beaten Kendall 1 time. In NCW.
That's some bad stats. Yeah, those are some bad stats to have.
But the fact that she can earn that victory over Kendall means that she knows she can do it again. You gotta believe that she knows it. But the question is, can she get it done when the lights are on bright and the title's on the line?
I personally think she can if she shows up to fight.
Exactly. And here comes Kendall. Oh, sliding flatliner. Iva rolling out of the ring, needs that break from the women's champion. And you saw Iva roll to her side of the ring.
Very smart.
Is Kyrie going to get involved? She's going to try to throw hands with the women's champion? Or is she going to let Iva fight this fight on her own through the end? As there's a plastic kiss on the outside. And Iva just knows that was
that wasn't anything.
That Hammerlock DDT, I call it the plastic kiss. Because, you know, everyone calls her the Barbie doll.
Yeah.
So, you know, plastic kiss. I reckon it's a good name.
I like it.
Iva trying to go for an overhead belly-to-belly suplex, but you got to think being dropped on her head like that on the outside may have done more damage than we thought. But Iva refusing to stay down as Kendall takes it back down with a double leg takedown, followed up with a palm strike. We've seen her knock out plenty of people with that. If she can get those palm strikes through the guard, it's nighty night. And it could be all over for Iva. 1, 2. Iva just able to kick out, but you got to think time wasted dragging her away from the rope. Smart from the women's champion, but that gave Iva the few extra seconds to survive.
Yes, it did.
A massive Irish curse backbreaker there by Kendall. But Iva went for the lariat, got hung up on the second rep with a drop toe hold. And here we go. Oh, massive running knee on the apron.
Kendall has an answer for everything I was throwing right now.
Exactly right. You got to think that's the confidence of being the women's champion, being the face of the division. Like a sword, she has to stay sharp at all times. And surprisingly, Kyrie not getting involved in this match. She's just watching. But Iva with a big counter. Rolls through, double stomp. Here's a question for you. Who's Jaden going to cheer for? His lover or his daughter?
Oh, that's a tough question.
Well, Iva with a massive knee strike. 1, 2. No. Almost knocked off and knocked out the women's champion in this non-title bout.
Iva looks frustrated that didn't put Kendall away.
You thought it should have put her away, but here we go. Tornado DDT by Kendall. Now back up. Iva in trouble. Here comes the plastic kiss for a second time. And you notice that Kendall got between Iva and the ropes to hit it. But Iva able to kick out at the 2 count, and now it's Kendall in disbelief. As the longer this match goes, these two are turning their game up onto that next level.
They both need this victory and they know it.
Iva needs it because it could push her into the women's championship title scene. Kendall needs it to prove that she's not the weak link of Anarchy. And she hit that massive spear on Iva. And here comes a slap followed up with a knee and a Pele kick. Could be Nighty Night Iva. Hooks the leg for the cover. 1, 2. Oh, nearly put her away. And Kendall on her knees just wondering what does she have to do to put Iva down. But
I'm impressed with both these women right now.
Oh, no doubt about it. This is a pay-per-view quality match. If not, this is also the match of the night so far. Definitely putting them in there. Shame and Iva looking to end this one. Fisherman's neckbreaker. Hooks the leg for the cover, but hooked the wrong leg. And Kendall's foot went under the bottom rope to break it up. So maybe Kendall got saved by the ropes. I don't know if she could have kicked out of that one.
I have no idea.
We'll never know, but what we do know, this match continues. Oh, super kick, followed up with another one. And a big knee to the side of the head of Kendall. That could be it. Hooks the leg. No rope break here. 1, 2. Kendall kicks out again. What is it going to take? As Iva hits the leg drop. Iva's got to stay focused here. Oh, and a pump. Super kick to the back of the head, but smart on Iva. Roll out of the ring. But this time she's on Anarchy's side of the ring. And Kendall now springboard. DDT on the apron. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit.
This is a good ass match.
Oh yeah, it is. And here we go. Pump handle. Neck breaker. And luckily that there's no rope or countouts or disqualifications. Can't let a match of this quality end like that. Here we go, kick to the body. Again, looking for the pump handle neck breaker. But you think dropping all of Iva's body weight's going to do damage to Kendall's knees?
I don't think Kendall cares.
I don't think she does either. I think it's go big or go home tonight.
Yeah.
And after Iva got rammed into the post, she's still standing. Oof, head first into the top turnbuckle. What's she thinking here? Hanging her up on the top rope. Kendall coming in. Oh, sliding knee strike. Thought it was a drop kick. No, caught her with the knee. The same knee she's been dropping Iva on all this time on those pump handles.
Her knee has to be sore right now.
Oh yeah, that's probably why she's got the knee pads. If they were bare bones, she'd probably be limping right now. Iva went for the drop kick, nobody home. Kendall standing tall with the slaps and the kicks, knees, followed up with a Pele kick. And into the cover, middle of the ring, 1, 2. Iva kicks out again.
God.
Ooh, double knee. Kendall looks back. Handsprings into the second pair. This is a nail biter. Oh, and a flatliner. Here we go. Scoops her up. Hits the Mikinochu driver. Kick to the body. Got caught. Iva said not going to happen. Hits the spinning heel kick. And has the champ back to her feet. Kick to the body. Here we go, looking to set her up into the Karafuda clutch. Looking to put the champion to sleep. It's either tap or pass out. Is Kendall going to do either? She had to tap. No escaping the long arms of Iva, and she just submitted the women's champion in a fantastic match.
That was a great match.
Not even going to lie, that was a hell of a fight. But you got to think that's not only a momentum booster for Reckless to finally get one over Anarchy, but to beat the women's champion tonight. Something no one's been able to do outside of Tony Moon. So you got to think Iva has to be the new #1 contender. And that's definitely the confidence boost she needed after her recent failures for the women's hardcore title.
That's exactly what she needed.
You reckon Kairi can go mono-a-mono with the women's North American champion?
That'd be a match I would have to see. I'm not sure.
I mean, that could be on live too.
Very true.
But damn, that was a hell of a match.
That was a good match.
I don't even know how this one can follow.
I don't think it can.
Just as on commentary tonight, while you're traveling as the world champion. Actually, you got a match later tonight, so that's bullshit.
I'm filling in while he gets ready for his match, that's all.
Exactly right. When you're teaming up with Spike Masters, you got to be on your fucking game.
What's up, Tony?
Go ask Lester. I mean, not Lester, Lance. Lester. Yeah, that little fucking handicap shrimp on GTA. I'm pretty sure he'd piss himself if he had to deal with Spike.
Oh, I know I would.
You're just lucky he doesn't want the live title.
I'm not scared of his clown ass.
I'm sure you welcome the challenge, but I'm pretty sure everyone would be calling you an idiot for defending it against him.
Unless I win.
Fair point. It'd be a huge victory.
Exactly. I'm always down for a challenge.
Could see it one day. I mean, he's chasing down the US title. That could be your next goal. I mean, it's just a thing to win the low card and then the US title.
Actually, it is.
What, NXW, EFW?
No, NXW, I was tag team champion first.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I'm talking about single belts.
Single belt, my first belt in NXW, I believe, was the world, actually.
Talking about pushed.
Yeah, tell me about it. That was great back then.
But here come the NCW World Tag Team Champions and Dizzle B. Dizzle losing earlier to Richard Knight, but could come back with a win tonight over one half of the #1 contenders for those World Tag Team Championships. But if you're Public Enemy, how do you deal with 16 potential teams chasing down your titles?
My philosophy is line them up. I don't know what their philosophy would be to that.
Their philosophy is the prophecy of gold. That they'll be walking around with all the championships around all their waist eventually. Well, that plan may have been pushed back a month or so after Disney lost.
Yeah.
But Gutter defeated Marco Garcia 2 episodes ago. Eric Lopez defeated Jeez an episode ago. So this is basically winner versus winner. Gutter versus Lopez. Not to mention, it was the Bloody Impact that took the Public Enemy's 6-man tag team titles away from them. So how do you go from the 6-man tag team to World Tag Team knowing that this team could have your number?
That's a good question.
Always got them.
I'll get back to you on that.
Fair enough. But I mean, also Eric Lopez, Marco Garcia, DJ Young, the Bloody Impact, they are the former 6-man tag team champions, losing the titles to the Bounty Hunters at Reset. Instead of going for the rematch, DJ gave up his third of the title rematches to let Marco and Eric Lopez go for those NCW World Tag Team titles. DJ, of course, moved into the Money for Chaos qualifying match, defeating Bullet Adams to once again become World Heavyweight Champion. But
wasn't he just a stand-up guy?
I know, right? But now, Marco Garcia, Eric Lopez, they don't have that guiding hand that's been leading them to recent success. Going into that World Tag Team title match, they've got to do it on their own against a multi-time champion in Gutter and a multi-time champion in G's.
Maybe this is DJ's way of testing them.
That could be true. I mean,
he has a tendency.
I mean, there's another test for Ralph. I mean, the Bloody Impact at the same event. But
you almost said Alpha there.
Alpha, Anarchy, Bloody Impact, whatever. Either way, Bloody Impact will be a part of the Wildcard Tag Team Tournament. TJ Black and Darren Young will be teaming together. So that'll be interesting to see. What do you do? What do you do if 2 members of your faction win the World Tag titles and the other 2 win the Wildcard Tag Team Tournament? And technically speaking, they can just hang on to the title opportunity as long as they want.
I say fight for it, but that's me.
Yeah.
I love fighting my Alpha Brethrens.
Well, 3 of your Alpha Brothers will be in that tournament. Alex teaming up with Lance Romance as the defending wildcard champions, or last tournament winners. Oh yeah. That's bound to be a hissy fit waiting to happen. And also, the other 2 will be... Where the fuck are they? Demented and Caleb James teaming together. And guess who they'll be fighting in the first round?
Who?
The Bloody Impact. Oh my god, what happened to what happened to Lopez's arm? It's like broken.
Oh god.
I think he popped it back into place.
Oh god, that just looked like it hurt.
That was just the way an arm should not be bent. Especially an arm of that size. Luckily, got the experienced veteran that he is, able to pop it back in. We don't want to put an X up on this match. Although Gunner may be regretting putting that arm back in.
Yeah. I would target that arm for the rest of the match.
Well, if you're a submissionist, sure. But
even if you're not.
To a big guy, you'd have to take out his base, his legs.
That's fair.
But the question is, how does Gunner deal with this power? I don't think he's ever taken on anyone of this size before in a long, long time. And yet somehow Lopez gets like bulkier every fucking time you see him. He's being hit in those fucking 5x5s. Oh my god, how the hell did Gutter get him up for the King Saber? Cover. 1, 2, 3. I think that was the right call.
Wow.
Could have been a broken arm, so they had to call the match.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, that's how you follow that great match. You do a little quick one.
you do a pit break fight before the main event. But Lopez definitely going to have to get an ice pack on that arm.
Or surgery.
Surgery, who the fuck would... I guess DJ would have to replace him in that World Tag Title match.
Yeah.
But man, that arm just looked terrible and got it like, oh fuck. Pop it back in for now, pick him up, put the match out, end the match. Oof, what do you think of this for a main event?
This is going to be fun.
This is going to be chaos. The United States champion and the #1 contender for the world title, taking on the guy chasing the US title and the world heavyweight champion.
We're all... What did Ryan say? No, we're all pros. We just use some tape on it and put it back together.
Yeah, no, that's what he's going to have. I should totally put tape on him while he does the fucking world tag title match.
I think it would add to the story.
Yeah, right. Just tape up that muscle-bound freak.
Oh, you're going to spend a lot of money on tape, Neo.
Imagine if there was a wrestler like that. He said just put more tape on him. More tape, and his gimmick just becomes he's a mummy.
I'm surprised it's not a WWE thing yet.
Right. Oh, fuck, no interest in? Seriously? Well, straight into the action, I guess.
Alright, cool.
Before the fans start booing the match because of the short one earlier. And the entrances would have taken forever.
Yeah.
You think about it, Alex has Triple H, Tony has Drew McIntyre, Spike has Demon Balor, and fucking Rowan has Bray Wyatt. That would have been 20 minutes on entrances.
Like, I have a long entrance, but damn, those are the 4 longest entrances, and...
Outside of The Undertaker's Insanities.
Yeah.
But did you notice that Alex and Tony went straight for each other, Spike and Rowan went for each other? Oof. Alex actually defending Rowan there. Taking out Spike Masters. Odd alliance between the leader of Alpha and the leader of the family. But I guess they gotta do whatever it takes to survive.
Enemy of my enemy.
There we go, Spike looking for that sick Uranagi slam. And then Alex needs to roll away. You've had to deal with Spike Masters before in tag action.
I have. It was not fun.
Especially when his partner was Lance. Weird, Spike always ends up teaming up with the world champion.
Always.
Lance Romance, check. Tony, check. Who's next? Alex, check. Oof, rolling with a single knee gutbuster to the world champion. Oh, but rolling with the save. He shoved Spike when Spike was going for the powerbomb.
Oh, whoops then. Okay, I see you.
Rowan has Alex Wolf's best intention in mind.
Yeah, which I did not expect.
I mean, they do have a common enemy in the form of Tony Lee Williams. I mean, the family want their 6-man tag team titles. Alex wants that world title. Tony has both. Man, everyone's just getting in the way of Spike. And Alex is getting saved a lot.
A lot.
Although Spike continues to absolutely murder everything that moves.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the merry-go-round to the United States champion. And you know Spike's been looking for that one for ages. 2. And Rowan able to kick out. That is maybe a mistake there by both men. Rowan went for the taunt. Spike taunted in the corner and got caught. But here we go, up on the shoulders now. Rowan able to escape.
think Rowan baited Spike there?
Maybe. I mean, he is the master of the mind games. Oh, and there's a go to sleep to Tony. 1, 2, and Alex almost pinned the world champion as Rowan coming in with a leg drop. And here we go, up on the shoulders again. Alex looking for a second one. Go to sleep to the world champion. As Rowan's caught Spike in the sleeper hold. But the referee going for the slip within the cover. And technically Spike is kicking Tony in the head.
Wake up.
Well, get the fuck out of it. Uh-oh, hands around the throat, just choking the US champion. Tony looking for the package pile driver. And now Tony looking for the pin. But Rowan got caught before he could break anything up. Uh-oh. Here comes Death Row. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow. Okay. And it was only one fall.
Oh, okay.
That match was an entire fuck-up. It was a good fight, but ultimately, Spike got what he wanted.
Alex had Tony pinned for 15 seconds. The ref was like, I don't care.
But you know what that says? That says that Alex can pin Tony.
5 times.
But either way, what does matter is that Spike pinned the United States champion. You gotta think. Spike has been running through that family for the last 2 weeks. Is he gonna get that United States title shot that he's looking for at Overload? I don't think you can actually deny him fighting for that US title.
No, I feel like if you deny him, you'll probably die.
Probably.
So good luck, boss.
And either barricade myself in the office or just... That has been it for NCW Season 4 Episode 12. If you enjoyed any of the matches, hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Hit that bell button to stay up to date with NCW action, and you can follow us on Twitter at NCWXTREME /NCWXTREME. New designs being added regularly. All for a
Pick
low,
up that
price.
Alpha merch.
What is it? Alpha is chaos? No. NCW is alpha. That's right.
Yes.
Also, you can follow our guest commentator for the evening, Just the Wolf, on Twitter. Go on, go plug yourself. Yeah,
Well, I'll be defending my live title.
Yeah, he'll be defending his live title in the main event. And we'll also see Kari taking on Whitney Quinn in a non-title match. You stop. I haven't stopped it yet, but it's just spinning. Well, either way, that's been it from us tonight. Tune in next time. Until then, this is Neo Extreme and Justice saying goodbye, good night, good luck, and see you later. Adios.